Aries. We made it. I've been filming these backwards, starting from Pisces all the way down the zodiac. So here we are at Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, signified by the coming of spring, which is also the beginning of the sign. It always lines up with the vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. And Aries is the pioneer. Aries is the bushwhacker. Aries is that independent leader who truthfully is fearless because they don't know what fear is yet because it's the first sign of the zodiac. So in a sense, they're like the newborn baby that doesn't an infant and toddler is not thinking about anyone else. It's not actually even really thinking about itself. It's just being. It's just living, and it's just doing what feels natural and moving forward, right? And so where a baby will take steps and maybe fall down and maybe cry, but maybe not. A lot of kids, when they fall down, they just pick themselves right back up and keep going, and they don't think about it. There's not oh, I'm so embarrassed, or I messed up, or no, it's just natural to continue to go forward without really concern of others. And so I'm speaking of it in that way because it's not meant to be it's me, I'm only me, I'm important and no one else, which is sometimes a shadow side of Aries. Aries can be very egotistical at times and can lean into that where they really truly don't care about anyone else and only want to think about themselves. But a lot of times it's kind of more of just a natural way of being, like a toddler or an infant, where that development hasn't happened yet, and that's pros and cons, right? And the beauty of that means they can just keep moving forward. So that's where a lot of the independence and the confidence comes in. It's just well, why wouldn't I be able to just pick myself up and keep moving forward? They're not thinking about other people, calling them names or bringing them down, or it just doesn't exist in the Aries paradigm. Now, when it does exist in the Aries paradigm and Aries is aware of others doing that, that's when competition really comes in. And that's where you know of Aries being very competitive, or being able to step into competition and kill it, even if others don't want Aries to kill it all the time. Because that's the thing, the competition tends to typically be brought on because of the awareness that the Aries has around them of other people talking about them. But innately, as a sign, they're not out there thinking I'm gonna compete with you, and I'm gonna compete with you, and I'm everyone's competition, and I'm the best, and I'm egotistical, and I'm gonna do what I want. I pick myself up, I want to go there. It's no, it's that toddler. They're just doing it because it's natural, and it doesn't have to mean anything against anyone else. Oh, you like that? You like that? So think about that next time you want to tell an Aries that they're egotistical or only thinking about themselves, when they're just trying to make sure that they're alive and they're doing their life. Because then who is actually the egotistical one? The Aries or the person saying, you're not thinking about me? Sorry, I'm an Aries. Come on now. So the other benefits with Aries and this whole confidence thing is that there is a natural tendency to just want to get out there and see things and explore. And so Aries, being known as the bushwhacker and the pioneer, well, yeah, it's the first sign of the zodiac. I think about the beginning of Lost and Jack just lying there in the bamboo. and seeing what is happening. And now, of course, that's intense and whatnot. But then they're all realizing that they're on some island and they don't know where to go. And yeah, they stayed on the beach for a long time, whatever. But they eventually like move, and that's the vision I have of Aries being like a bushwhacker. Is like Aries is kind of just plopped down in the middle of nowhere and needs to figure it out. And so they're gonna take their big machete and just like and bushwhack and create trails. So Aries creates pathways that then Taurus can move along and find the plot that they want to plop down on and build the foundation. And Gemini will come along on that foundation and go, ooh, let me learn how to build this and how to do this. Ooh, let me learn how to create better ventilations. Ooh, let me learn this and this and this. And make the house really great. And ooh, let me have community around me. Ooh, do. And then Cancer comes along and Cancer goes, ooh, this is my section of this community where I will raise my home and family. I will create family here within this community that Aries bushwhacked us to, that Taurus laid down the foundation for, that Gemini learned how to do all the things and create the community around us, that now Cancer is creating life and next generations in that community. And then Leo comes along and is like, we need a little fun here because there's like a lot of people here. And also, I think we need to have someone in charge of everybody. So I'll be it, and I will love you all. I will be your ruler. Yes. And then Virgo comes along as like the squire and going, yes, sir. Okay, well, we will need systems for plumbing and irrigation, and we will need agriculture, and we will need this and this and this and this and this. Okay, and then you get the next, like it's literally the signs build on each other. So Virgo then masters this day in, day out routine, which is taking Virgo here and to and fro, back and forth between the community and the home and the job and the back and forth. And along that, they're meeting people. And, you know, this is a whole... Ooh, I like how this is going. I'm gonna develop this whole story a bit more. Because I'm actually now seeing that the squire for Virgo is one of Cancer's children. Like Cancer's children grows up in this house, right? And like a different person, like Leo, takes control over it. And then they're like, oh, there's a king now. Like they need a squire. I'll be that squire, right? And so now they're going back and forth in the community and doing all the things, which is Virgo, like running the errands and getting the this and that and doing their job and then going back home. And along there, running their errands and doing all their things, they meet another person. And they go, oh, hi. Oh, I like you. Oh, I like you too. Oh, you're important. Oh, you're important. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and then Scorpio comes along and they get together. And they're like, transforming this. Okay, and then, how do I want this story to continue going? Gosh, it would be so much fun to do like seriously like a string of like character story building events. But anyway, so then when you have Libra moves into Scorpio, and Scorpio is that transformative process. And then that transformative process allows for more expansion, which is Sagittarius, and learning experientially through life. Because man, Sagittarius, by that point in time, you've learned a lot by following all of these storylines, right? That Aries has no idea about. No clue. Because there was nothing before Aries, except for the last winter season where Pisces will end up, and we'll get there, because it is a loop, okay? But when Aries plops down, it's like Jack in the field. What? Okay, so as you're getting into like all of these things, they build on each other. And then after Sagittarius expands and explores and learns, learns big topics that Gemini can't even fathom yet. But without that Gemini skills, Sagittarius wouldn't necessarily be able to go out and know that it can learn in this broader perspective. Then there's this desire to bring it back home, and to take the things that were seen out there or that were learned in grad school or in spiritual, settings or whatever, gateway tapes. I'm doing them right now, the gateway experience. So then it's like, oh, let's bring this back again to the community that I reside in. And I'm going to make sure that there are systems in place that allow people to climb in an aspirational sense. Because this is our community and this is how the world works. And so I've created these systems that are going to help you accelerate and move up. And we're going to grow even more than before. Which they couldn't do that without Virgo being a master detailer and running all the errands, and Taurus laying the foundation in the first place, right? And Taurus has Taurus is like, yeah, sure, climb the ladder, Capricorn, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna eat my fruit over here and enjoy my trees, okay? And then Capricorn's like, yeah. I've created these like systems for people to, have these aspirations and climb up this ladder. And so then like Aquarius comes along and climbs the ladder and hits the glass ceiling. It's not into that. And so Aquarius is like, I know, I'm going to shatter this glass ceiling. We're going to revolutionize this whole thing, which they couldn't do without those systems. They couldn't do without that experiential learning and those bigger topics. They couldn't do without the transformative process before them. Okay, so then Aquarius is like, whoa, these people, this Capricorn only wants, to be a CEO, and this Leo only wants to be the divine ruler. Well, like, no, these people need to be liberated. So I'm going to give them information that's going to set them free, and we're going to revolutionize this. Les Mis, people. And then Pisces comes in, and I'm going to cry right now. Because then Pisces comes in and sees all of it. And goes, oh, hey Aquarius, what you're saying about Capricorn and Leo, like, I get it, but not really. And Capricorn, you think that this is how, and Sagittarius just wants to go out and do that. And even right now, as I'm saying it, it's kind of like, But that's the thing with Pisces, is that because they can see all of it and see they know they were there, they moved from Aries, the baby, all the way around the cycle. And they see all of it. They go, oh, it's all perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. Because none of it's perfect. But it's all an evolution. And I can see how these opposing sides that think that they're right and the other's wrong, they're both right and wrong. Maybe not both right and wrong, but they're both right. And so there must be something bigger. And Pisces, with its sensitivity and its ability to feel and see all of that truth that all the other ones seem to be kind of blind to and fighting, or just doing their own thing, or having fun over there. Pisces in their big heart can sometimes be so saddened by how people are treating each other, because they can see the truth in that we're all one. And thus the either branching off into escaping from it or into that Christ consciousness that I had mentioned in that Pisces video. Again, I'm not religious, and I'm not like just saying that's, you know, there's this identity with Pisces as being very, or at least that I see as being very, very tuned in to the ethereal, and they see the whole of everything because they've been there from the beginning. And then it is the surrendering to the ether and to the source of everything. And there's that ending of a cycle, the wise crone, and that death cycle period happening with Pisces being winter time before we get to Aries, who's the new baby, right, with spring. And there's a rebirth, just as we see the leaves fall off the trees. And then a few months later, we see new buds growing again that are green. It starts over again. And just how, I guess, using the Lost reference here, just as it began in the field of bamboo, it ends in the field of bamboo. Or just like Avatar, where it begins with the eyes opening, it ends with the eyes closing. And it's a cycle. So this video is definitely the longest of all of them because I have gone backwards, and now this is my way of paraphrasing and giving that whole connectedness and how they build on each other. But in a very basic overview kind of way, and a hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and I'm an astrologer. I love this stuff. I eat it for dinner. I just wanted to take some more time in this video, and it just flowed that way. It just flowed that way. Plus I'm an Aries, so hi. I'm so happy you are here. I really hope that this breakdown was interesting, or that it helps, or it just opens your mind a bit, because this is astrology through my perspective. This is Vanessa Simpson astrology, which really just means this is how I see it, and this is how I practice it, and this is how I share it. It's through my eyes. And if you like it and you like my vibe and you resonate, you may subscribe, but you do not have to. There are many talented astrologers out there. And anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.